Ladies and gentlemen, there is an old saying. Keep your friends close, but keep strangers off the internet who make videos about you even closer.
My personal opinion is that Isaac is a transphobic, fatphobic misogynist. I just love how these dudes, they only think on the very surface level. I have a right to say what I wanna say. But then the second women try to make generalizations, you get fucking triggered and pissed off about it. You just take pride in the fact that you have no core values and you just are like,
And that's what this video is all about, ladies and gentlemen. So strap yourself in and prepare for me to tear this man apart. I have never been so angry, so painfully petty in my entire existence. You see, ladies and gentlemen, today's video is about a man who made a video about me, and then I made a video about him, and then he made a video about me, and I didn't see that video, so 2 years passed, and then someone sent it to me, so I made a video about him, and now he's made a video about me. As far as internet beefs go, this is the strangest that's ever happened, but I, Isaac Butterfield, comedian, am happy to say that it's still fun to be a part of it. You see, ladies and gentlemen, one of my favourite pastimes is to be slightly annoying to people, and this is what I have done to this man. His name is Ryan Beard. He makes content online just like me. In fact, his channel is very similar to mine if I had an acquired brain injury. This man is progressive, he's left-leaning, he's painful, he's got an awful ponytail. This is a video dedicated to me if I didn't have a beard and started estrogen. Ryan Beard, hello.
I never thought this day would come, but ladies and gentlemen, we are back again with another Isaac Butterfield reaction. Honestly, I thought that Isaac was probably just scared of me because it took him 2 years to respond to my last video. But it looks like over the past 2 years, he was just charging up the perfect response so he could come back and destroy me with facts and logic. To catch you up to speed if you don't know what's going on, around 2 years ago, I made a video on my other channel about Isaac Butterfield. Basically, Isaac is like a centrist...
Oh, I look like a fucking cancer patient there. Thanks, Ryan.
Edgelord comedian who had a controversy a couple years ago on TikTok because he made a bunch of videos about how disgusting he finds women's body hair.
Okay, that image of me in the middle there has haunted me ever since I fucking posted it. It was from a video and it was about Star Wars, a trans person in Star Wars. And that is me in the video, a screenshot of me in the video, being ridiculous and screaming about a trans person in Star Wars, all right? Being silly. And then my thumbnail guy, Zach, he put it in the and it went fucking super viral on Twitter and Reddit. I'm talking like 100,000 like super viral. Like people were really fucking, they were hammering me, calling me every name under the sun. And that fucking photo of me has haunted me forevermore. So that's why I look like a fucking idiot in that. But anyway, these things happen.
It's been a while since I made that video, but I think basically my take at the time was that it's totally fine to have your own personal preferences around body hair, but I think it's cringe to go on the internet and tell everyone how disgusting you find women's body hair.
Okay, let me just respond to that. I think ladies who grow their underarm hair and then film themselves playing with it is a bit gross. If you put that out there, you're gonna have people who go, that's fucking gross. Can you not fucking do that in front of me? And that's fine. That's what you're doing, right? You're trying to create a conversation so you get more followers, etc., etc. And a lot of the ladies who do post that shit on TikTok and Instagram are actually just trying to get dudes who love underarm hair to go to their OnlyFans. So basically, let me just wrap up my thoughts on female underarm hair, all right? If there's a little bit of hair, who cares? If there's a lot of hair, I think it's a bit gross. If you are making it your entire personality, then you're foul, okay? That's my thoughts. Take it or leave it. I didn't give a fuck. I do not care.
I think it's fine to like not be attracted to bald dudes like Isaac.
Hey, who the fuck wouldn't be attracted to me? I'm gorgeous.
But I think it would be cringe to make a bunch of TikToks about how disgusting you find bald people.
I will be honest, a lot of the times I've mentioned underarm hair and said maybe I don't love it. A lot of the people who disagree with me or are female and powerful feminists, they come at me for my alleged balding head. Now, and can I just say, like, on the balding thing, like, my hair's receding. I'm okay with that. I've accepted it. I keep getting emails from fucking companies that want to pay me to go to Turkey. I will not go to Turkey. I'm not setting foot in fucking Istanbul to get my hair full of plugs. It's not happening, all right? If I go bald, it's fine. I'm nearly 32 years old. I'm happy to go bald. I don't care, okay? I don't get me wrong. I care. I prefer not to be bald, but it is what it is. Everyone has their own issues, right? Their body issues and all that type of stuff. Some people go bald. Some people fucking grow underarm hair. But I'm not going to go on the internet and go, I'm bald and I'm beautiful and you must respect me, okay? If anything is cringe, that type of shit is cringe. And by the way, Ryan, who apparently is 27 years old, just turned 27. So you were 26 when you made this video, thereabouts anyway. It's coming for you, bro. You're going to lose it. It's coming. It's going to start falling out at the top. And then you're going to stare at the photos of me you've got printed life size on your ceiling and go, why, Butterfield? Why has this happened to me? How do you deal with it? And I tell you what, Ryan fucking Beard, you cock sucker. We can cry into each other's arms as bald old men, Ryan. I accept you for who you are, you little freak. All right, back to the video.
Obviously, in society, there's even more pressure for women to shave their body hair than there is for men to have full heads of hair. Don't get me wrong, there definitely is pressure in society for dudes' hairlines. I mean, both me and Isaac don't have...
Hey, there you go, Ryan. I fucking called it. You have the same hairline as me. I've just buzzed my hair. Mate, I've got a family, I've got a child, I don't have time to be fucking... do me hair, all right? I'm fucking busy.
But like in general, dudes can shave their head without getting a ton of shit for it, but women can't grow out their body hair without getting a ton of shit.
I understand that Ryan, well, I understand what he's saying. Like, okay, and who gives a shit if ladies grow their underarm hair? I find it a bit gross, whatever, who gives a fuck? It doesn't matter. I think it's weird that he started petitions for women to grow their underarm hair. I think he's a little into it, and that's fine. Some dudes like a lot of body hair on women. If that's what Ryan's into, then that's fine, mate. Like if you want that, if you want to rub your face up in that shit, then that's great. And if you want that BO just fucking hitting the back of your nostrils, if you can't come unless your missus is rubbing her big dirty underarms right up into the top of your fucking palate, then that's fine. That's you, baby. You do you. But don't make it my problem, okay? Cut it out. You know, another thing that I thought was very, very funny about this video that Ryan made, I looked through the comments really quickly and I thought, people would be absolutely attacking me, hammering me like, fucking Butterfield, you fucking far right. Nah, it was all accusing Ryan and I of having some sort of love affair. The slow burn enemies to lovers arc is getting crazy. Apparently Ryan and I are now dating, and yes, we are going to start producing OnlyFans content. 2 bald men, 1 YouTube channel. It's going to be fucking fantastic, glorious.
A couple years ago, Isaac made a response video to my video, and then I made another response video to him, and then he waited 2 years, and just a couple of weeks ago, I
didn't know it was there. I didn't know it was there. I swear, I didn't know it was there. That's why I didn't respond to it for 2 years, all right? It wasn't just me fucking sitting on it going, what am I going to say?
Put out another response video to me. I haven't watched the video yet.
Okay, let's let him jump into the video, shall we? Me and this gentleman, we've had a back and forth in the past. We've had arguments. Now we're older, wiser. We look different. We do. I look like a fucking old man, and Ryan looks like a fucking accountant that sells coke to teenagers on the weekend, allegedly. This was him 2 years ago. This was me 2 years ago. Look at me now. My hair's fallen out. Good God. Look at him now. He looks like a drug dealer who does accounting on the side. Hey, I said pretty much the exact same thing, although I improved on the joke. Well done, me.
I guess he's saying that I look like a drug dealer now because of my ponytail, and he's not wrong.
That ponytail, it's got to go. I know it's great for pegging, to like hold on to, something to grab onto. It's like when, you ride like that bull ride or whatever. You want to be able to grab onto the stirrups or whatever they're fucking called. If you are being pegged by someone, you want to be able to hold onto that. So I know it has practicality. I know it is practical for you and your partner, but just get rid of it, bros.
The main drug that I sell is black market hair loss medication. So Isaac, when this is all said and done and the cameras are off, I would be happy to sell you some black market hair loss meds, and then maybe both of us can have a full head of hair again.
Listen, mate, I don't need you and the fucking Turkish people after me, all right? Leave me alone. Let me go silently balding into the night. Australia's dumbest comedian. That is rude. That is rude.
I'm sorry, Isaac. That was pretty rude of me to say that you're Australia's dumbest comedian. Over the years, I've changed my mind and decided that you're actually Australia's smartest comedian.
I agree. I'm going to skip everything he says for the next 2 minutes, just in case he says anything that disagrees with what he just said.
Angry American attacks me, which I just found very funny, the thumbnail that he chose to use.
Once again, thumbnail Zach fucking me over.
Because it just is a picture of me looking super happy, and then a picture of him looking like he's trying to kiss me.
Why would we choose that photo of me? It worked. The video got good views, so whatever.
The message behind that is?
It means, I don't know what it means. It's my thumbnail guy made it. What can I say? There's a great book written by Jocko Willink called Extreme Ownership, and the whole idea of the book is that you should own everything. Right? Any decision, particularly if you're in a business or a company structure or anything in your life, anything that goes wrong or doesn't get done, you as the leader should take ownership. And in this case, when I make the video and I employ someone like Thumbnail Zach and I say, hey, can you do this thumbnail? And he makes it into me trying to kiss some dude, I can't blame him. I have to take extreme ownership, except I don't. He is to blame. And we'll be looking at redundancy packages for fucking that little shit.
You know, just own it, Isaac. If you're looking for angry people to kiss, America is definitely the place to go. America is the land of the free and the home of the angry. I wasn't angry when I made that video, and I also wasn't trying to attack him. I was trying to criticize him.
I think criticizing and attacking is pretty close. In my world, anyway. And in the YouTube world, you have to put clickbaity, shitty titles like, oh my God, this angry American leftist tried to grenade my... That is true. Well done, Isaac. Great point. It is unfortunate that we do live in the YouTube world where you have to put up some ridiculous fucking statement in the title, otherwise people won't click on it. That upsets me a little bit. Like, I am annoyed that I can't just write in the title like exactly what the video is about. But like I've seen in the past, and I see it time and time again, for anyone that doesn't know, when you upload a video, YouTube after half an hour gives you the score of how it's going, 1 out of 10, 10 being the worst, 1 being the best as far as views are concerned. And I've seen videos go from 10 out of 10 being the worst of the worst, and just with a title change, will go straight to 1. And oftentimes that title change has to be, you know, woke, lesbian, feminist, TikToking, fucking vegan, cyclist. You know, you got to throw in all these buzzwords, otherwise the YouTube community at large won't be able to fucking click on it with their fucking elbows because they're a bunch of dumb. Hello. But yeah, that's how that sort of works. And it really is a shame because it does take away from the art form of making videos on YouTube screaming at someone.
He says that I haven't posted in a year, and then right there on the screen it says that I posted a month ago. This dude really seems to struggle with time.
Yeah, but if you look at his actual page, there's 4 videos in the last 12 months. I upload 3 videos a week, sometimes 4. So I guess that's where I'm coming from on that. You don't upload as much as I do. Not saying that you have to or anything like that. I don't give a fuck what you do. I couldn't give a shit, Ryan, but I'm just saying you don't upload enough. That's all I'm saying. And I think your audience of scared little men really would like to see more of your pretty little face. That's all I'm saying. Don't get me wrong. I'm not, and I don't mean to sound like a big tough guy here, even though I'm 6'8" with a beard. Like, I could grow a clitoris and still be more of a man than you. But what I'm trying to say is, you're having a bit of a crack at me, attacking, whatever. We're playing word games here. Who cares?
You could grow a clitoris and still be more of a man than me. That's awfully trans affirming of you, Isaac. We got Isaac, the trans ally over
That's
here.
right. Power to my brothers and sisters and they, thems out there. All right. Although, if you grew a clitoris, you'd be a biological woman, not trans. How they create clitorises on men who then become women is basically like this. They cut the balls off, then they slice down the penis, they peel the skin out like that, then they take a bit of the meat of the penis out there and they create a little clitty like that, and then they make a little hole up near your fucking butthole, and that's your vagina. Go trans.
I said that you're Australia's dumbest comedian, even if you're not literally the dumbest comedian in Australia. And you said that I attacked you, even if I didn't literally attack you. Like, who gives a fuck? Like, every single video that Isaac puts on his channel is him, like, criticizing people.
Not every, most of them. Fair enough. Ryan then goes on in this video for quite some time about the definition of attacking and criticizing. And then he asks the question to me, am I attacking fat people when I make fun of them for being body positive and fat positive and all that type of shit? And in answer to his question, I'd like to say I'm doing this. I'm criticizing them sometimes and I'm attacking them other times. And together, it's an amalgamation of hilarity that has built this YouTube channel into, for some reason, me making content at least every fortnight about fat people. Now, some people don't like that. I don't necessarily love it, but I keep finding the content. If I want to blame anything, I blame my TikTok algorithm and my Instagram algorithm. Don't blame me for making fun of the fats. It's not my fault. It's got nothing to do with me. I am just a patsy in this, in social media's big push for fat people to be shamed. And I should be ashamed of myself. I'm the bad person. But anyway, there is a difference between attacking and criticizing someone. If you are criticizing someone, you attack their ideas, I guess. And if you attack someone, you attack them. Is that fair to say? So what am I doing? Am I attacking? Am I criticizing? I don't know. I think I do a little bit of everything, right? On this channel, we do a lot of different things. Each video is different. And I know some people, the dude who made the video a couple of weeks ago, Data Mail, he said in his video, I purport to say that this channel isn't serious, but then he used the example of me saying that I was being serious in a video. Dude, I make so many different videos about so many different topics. If you go through and scroll through absolutely everything, there are thousands of videos about different things, right? In these videos, sometimes I say things that are hypocritical to other things I've said. Sometimes I make serious videos. Sometimes I make stupid videos, ridiculous videos, funny videos. It's all there, dude. And honestly, if you went too far into the weeds of what I'm trying to do and what am I trying to push and who am I really and am I this, am I that, what is this Isaac Butterfield trying to get out of YouTube? Nothing. I'm not trying to get anything out of it. I make the videos because people watch them and I make the AdSense and then I go and do comedy shows because I enjoy it. It's my job. It's how I built my house. There's no hidden agenda. I'm not running for fucking parliament. I'm not running for office. I'm just making shit. That's all it is. We're just talking shit. It's like when I sit here across from you, it's like we're at the pub, right? We're talking a bit of shit over a beer. That's all we're doing. That's why, even in my comedy shows, we all sit there and we have a laugh. We're just friends talking mad shit. None of it comes from a bad place, even though I might be a little bit of a dick, but who's not a dick? If you think you're not a dick, then fuck you, you're boring.
And one of the things that annoys me about you is the way that you'll flip-flop your arguments depending on what situation you're currently in.
Yeah, okay, but Ryan, this is exactly what I'm saying. Sometimes I'm being serious, other times I'm not. When I'm making fun of people, when I'm telling jokes, that's Isaac being a comedian, right? When I'm on stage telling jokes, that's me being a comedian. When I'm doing a podcast or I'm talking in a long form conversation, that's more real me. If you meet me in person, any of you, you'll know immediately that, oh, this is just a dude. This is just Isaac. Right? I honestly think most people, when they meet me, expect me to start yelling and screaming about transgender vegans that happen to ride bikes on the weekend. That's not me at all, mate. All right? It's just, this channel is just me fucking around with people who I'd probably be friends with in real life because we have similar interests. There you go. Ryan then moves into another gotcha situation where he has found a comment that I put on the screen, screenshotted and put on the screen, that was supposed to be a hate comment, but it's not a hate comment at all. And Ryan gets me by the balls yet again. Let me go, big fella. Let go of my balls, please. You think to yourself, holy fucking shit, I might jump off a...
I thought this comment here was really funny. I like women's hair. In our current society, I'm the freak. This body hair thing was for most of the time an American thing. Up until the mid-70s, a lot of Germans, women didn't shave.
Okay, before we go on, let me ask this question. 2 questions. Who picked that as a hate comment? And I know the answer. It was Connor. Connor, who's been editing my videos since the very beginning. Hello. Hello, Connor. Connor's obviously thought that, you know what I'll do? I'll screenshot some of the hate comments and show that, you know, oh, look at all this hate in the comment section. And he's put that there for some reason about women's body hair in Germany. Thanks, Connor. Good one. What the fuck? So he's obviously picked out one of the comments that maybe isn't actually attacking me. And I will say this once again to my editor. Why did you screenshot that, Connor? why. And Connor will not get paid this week. He didn't get paid that week. I forgot, actually. Sorry, mate.
Fuck you, Isaac's editor. Do a better job at picking hate comments.
I agree. Even though extreme ownership, I should be the one going through that and proofing each video. I refuse to accept responsibility. Fuck you, Connor. I am the guy on the camera, so it comes down to me. I have to watch these videos of myself, which is obviously very painful because I have to listen to myself again and again and again, and I miss that. And who gives a shit?
I mean, yeah, it is painful to listen to you. I'm glad we're both on the same page there.
Good one, Ryan. I would like to take this opportunity to talk about something that happens to do with me talking. That's right. I am doing shows right now, right here. Look at this. I'll be in Victoria in the next couple of weeks. I'll be there around the time of the comedy festival as well, and all of these other dates that are coming up and will be on sale in just a couple of weeks. That's very, very exciting. Also, my audiobook. If you want to listen to me whispering sweet nothings into your ears, you can get that right now at isaacbutterfield.com. And Ryan, I'd like to send you a copy of my book. I think you should read it.
I do think you have a responsibility to make sure that the screenshots you show are accurate. I work with my editor to make sure that everything being shown...
Yeah, and you know, it is my fault, absolutely, but I pump out 4 videos a week. You pump out 4 videos a year. Okay, cut me some fucking slack. I made a mistake. I then did something absolutely disgusting in this video. I body shamed Ryan. I made fun of the fact that his last name is Beard and he doesn't have a beard because he is a little sissy. Allegedly. This was his response.
Me not being able to grow a beard says that I have a hormone deficiency, Isaac.
This is Ryan Beard, brought to you by estrogen. Very good.
I struggle to grow hair on my face and on my forehead, and it seems like you only struggle to grow hair on your forehead.
Not funny. Can I just say that is not a real photo? That photo was made in a bald filter. I made that photo and I posted it on Instagram like a fucking idiot. All right. It was another one of these photos that does the rounds. That when I got cancelled for the whole the Christchurch massacre joke, that I'm sure Ryan actually messaged me. He said he's a fan of that one. A lot of the really negative, angry articles were written about me. That was the photo that they used. I had hair then. It was very hard to deal with. People thought I was racist and bald. I wasn't bald.
I guess you have me beat there. 1 point to Isaac.
Just happened to be born with the last name Beard. So
it's a good last name.
If you want someone to criticize my British ancestors.
I'm sure you do that enough. I bet you just fucking whip yourself when you're jerking off going, I hate my ancestors. He does seem like someone who would, be really angry at his ancestors and probably, accept blame for horrible things that his ancestors did. Anyway, whatever. Good on him. Congratulations, Ryan. I'm glad you've got a hobby.
No, Isaac, I don't whip myself when I'm jerking off. I choke myself when I'm jerking off.
And this will be seen on our OnlyFans when we start filming it. Very good.
Recently, I've been trying to become a more well-rounded person, and one of the ways I've been trying to do this is by learning more about things that I find interesting, but I just haven't taken the time to learn about in the past.
Yeah, it is a bit of shaming there. So what I'll suggest to you, Ryan, is rather than having your partner grab you by the ponytail while she pegs you, get her to wrap something around that would actually initiate the choking process, not choking like to death, but I just want to make that clear for YouTube, but choking a little. Some people like to choke when they're doing the deed. That's great. Well done. There is nuance to that because saying offensive jokes to be offensive can be very, very funny if it's particularly offensive and funny at the same time. Great point, Isaac. I think a lot of people do say edgy as in like it's something you could say to someone if you deem them as right-wing, or they make jokes about trans people or gay people or not white people or anything like that. Any of the taboo subjects, you would call them an edgy comedian, and you say that as you say it in a derogatory sense.
No, when I say edgy, there's no negative connotation to that. Some of my favorite comedians are edgy.
I doubt that. I doubt that highly. What does edgy mean? I guess it depends on who you ask. So maybe he's in his own sense and under his own definition, maybe he is right.
Eric Andre is one of my favorite comedians.
You ever bone your grandma to death? Talk about going out with a bang, people. This ain't your mama's monologue.
I mean, it's not my style of comedy, but sure. Good stuff, mate.
But I just don't find your edgy comedy funny because I feel like you go for low-hanging fruit a lot. And I do think that sometimes you use your comedy as a mask.
I don't know. I think you would enjoy my show if you come and watched it live. I think you would. Now, Ryan went on about edgy comedians, and then I said something that actually really got under his skin. I said he's not a comedian. And that it was surprising because he stayed calm and cool throughout this entire thing. It really pissed him off.
Yeah, but you're not a comedian, so shut the fuck up.
Not a comedian. I started my fucking career getting X'd by Simon Cowell on America's Got Talent as a comedian. And then I did Unmotivational Monday on TikTok as a comedian. Do your fucking research, bro.
Okay, I'm sorry. I just think there's a difference. It's like a spectrum, right, of comedians, like autism. I'm sure you can relate. Some people make comedy videos on TikTok or go on America's Got Talent 10 years ago, and others do live shows. They do specials. They, sell tickets. Just a spectrum. That's all I'm saying.
I probably haven't done as much live comedy as this dude.
I guarantee you haven't. The biggest tour I ever done was over 90 shows in 4 different countries over a year and a bit. Now, I know that's not even that many. That's not even that many in comparison to other comedians out there. But I've been doing stand-up for 10 years, gigging constantly and consistently. So you can just suck a fat one on that, may I say.
Improv comedy live.
Mate, improv comedy is a cancer on society, all right? I guarantee you, every thought you have about comedy makes me ill, makes people who genuinely enjoy laughing and laughing at fun things. What Ryan's saying here, this shit, is akin to an OnlyFans girl suggesting that they make online content. No, you film yourself getting fucked, all right? That's not content. That's getting fucked. This isn't comedy. You can go and get fucked.
And I obviously am a comedian. I do comedic songs all the time.
Obviously, you're a comedian. I stand corrected.
I don't need to defend whether or not I'm a comedian to this dude. And
yes, you do. Yes, you fucking do. I actually would like to go back on what I just said only a few moments ago. Ryan can call himself a comedian if he fucking wants to. It's not going to fucking... It matters not to me, really, does it? Even though I think his comedy would probably be very, very shit. That's fine. Comedy, of course, is subjective. It's like music. Some people like, little folk songs they can dance around to when they have their little ayahuasca sessions. And other people like fucking heavy metal. There's different strokes for different folks. But I guarantee you he'd be very shit.
Then why are you always giving your opinions on women and fat people if you're not a woman and you're not fat?
Because gender's not real, dickhead.
Seems like a bit of a logical contradiction there, Isaac.
Skip.
I agree with me here. Skip. This video goes for another 25 minutes. I can't. I've been recording for a year. I cannot expose you all to this. It's too much. Let's skip forward and try and see if there's anything of substance in this video.
You like when people cancel you because when people cancel you, it helps you sell more tickets. You've said this.
It's very true.
That's true amongst many, many different comedians all over the world. Every time they cancelled or people try to shut them down, they sell more tickets.
This is why I said that comedians like you get turned on when you call them racist, bigoted, whatever.
I don't think I get turned on when people call me a racist.
Because that's your whole marketing tactic is that you want people to think, oh.
It also works.
Is it a grift or is it just... that's genuinely what I enjoy doing. I genuinely enjoy making offensive jokes. I like covering taboo subjects. That's how my brain works. When I think of something that's outrageous and I write it down and then I perform it on stage, it's not a grift. It's not like I'm doing this sort of, I'm only doing it to make money and I'm going to go against everything I actually believe in my brain and I'm just going to do it to make money. No, I just think it's funny and that's why I say it. There's no higher meaning to it all. There's no sort of things going on in the background. There's no evil cabal inside my brain. It's just me saying shit. That's all.
He's not afraid to say what everyone else is afraid to say. He's not afraid to make a joke about Muslim people dying. Ooh.
I should have him, promote my shows. It's actually really good. Well done.
Isaac Butterfield is an Australian comedian. He's not afraid to say what everyone else is afraid to say. He's not afraid to make a joke about Muslim people dying. Ooh.
Okay, that was pretty funny.
I made Ryan laugh. Congratulations, me. I have done it. I have won. Fuck you, mate. I fucking win. Eat my ass. No, I've been way too sexual in this video. I will retract that last statement. My apologies.
I have been told so many times that I'm going to be killed.
But do you not understand that,
Hey, don't you defend the death threaters? How dare you?
That seemed edited in a strange way. I'm gonna go back to the original video and see if I actually did defend the death threaters.
That I'm going to be killed.
But do you not understand that, like, I understand that you get death threats from the things you say. Everyone on the internet gets death threats. I think death threats are horrible. No one should ever send anyone death threats. I get death threats. He gets death threats. Everyone does. But I just don't understand why he can sit here and be like, oh, there are negative repercussions to being canceled. But then he refuses to acknowledge any of the negative repercussions that can be spread through messages like saying that women's body hair is disgusting.
He's still going on
That is some incredibly fucking dishonest editing, Isaac. I clearly said in the video that you're responding to that death threats are horrible and that they are never justified. The point that I made is that if you realize how terrible death threats are because you get them, then you should also realize how horrible it is for the people who get death threats because of the videos you make about them.
If I make a video about someone and someone sends them a death threat, even though I say in a lot of videos, do not message this person, and that goes for everything I do. Don't message anyone. Don't be a fucking dickhead. It's the same people. It's the crazy people. It's the people you can't control. I'm sure people in your audience do it too.
But you just dishonestly edited me to make it look like I justified death threats. That is not fucking okay. This is the first time I've been legitimately upset in this video. Because falsely claiming that I defend death threats to your audience of 2 million people has actual negative repercussions. Oh, but I forgot. You always stick to the facts, right? Fuck you, dude.
Okay, let's go back and see what happened there, because obviously he's getting very, very upset. Let's actually listen to it and see where I allegedly deceptively edited his statement.
I have been told so many times that I'm going to be killed.
But do you not understand that,
hey, don't you defend the death threaters? How dare you?
I just stopped I paused it. I pressed pause and then I talked about it. I didn't say that you did. I said don't. Details matter, dude. I'm not saying that you did. I'm saying don't. I was like, oh my God, it was a reaction. I was reacting to what you're saying. Calm down. It's okay. All right? No one's suggesting that you, and I'd like to apologize to the great man, Ryan Beard, for daring to, even in a tiny little way, insinuate that, even though I don't believe it, even in a tiny way. I would like to apologise to Ryan. I was merely reacting to the fact that you stepped in to say something and I was saying, don't say that. And you didn't say that. So well done. You didn't encourage the death threaters. Good boy. I'm glad you didn't do that. All right, we then get into the conversation about female body hair. Again, I can't believe we're still going through this. Ryan, it's gross. Who cares? One of the things that was really quite evident throughout the rest of this video, and I'll play a little more if I can find anything interesting, is that Ryan still can't seem to comprehend that I make these videos, whatever video I post, and I don't live by everything that I say in those videos. He consistently calls me a hypocrite and say that I've been hypocritical about this, that, and the other, and then says, but you don't care, do you? Because you're just doing it to make money. You've openly admitted that. And I'm like, yeah, I have. But that's not every video. Some videos I do give a shit about. I think that Ryan lives in a very literal world where everything that he says or anyone around him says has to be literal, and can't live in a world where people say and do things differently by the day. What I mean by that, because I've confused myself, is this. Sometimes I talk shit, sometimes I'm real, sometimes I'm joking, sometimes I'm serious, sometimes I'm somewhere in the middle. And it's up to you as someone who understands human beings, not just Ryan, but everyone watching, to make that decision for yourself. And if you can't make that decision, if you can't understand that, then that's fine. Obviously, you are somewhere on the spectrum and you're having a tough time dealing with, the ins and outs of society. I am not a politician. I am not a CEO of a major company. I don't need anyone's permission to make a video where I talk mad shit and then in the next video I'm serious about something, where I make fun of someone who's rubbing their stomach and saying fat is beautiful, and then in the next video I'm like, hey, we should respect these people, but here's what they need to do to get fitter. There's a difference between those videos, obviously, and I would have thought that was pretty obvious for anybody watching. But apparently not. Apparently people are in so much cognitive decline that they have to have things spelt out for them. They're not my people. I get it. They're not my people. They're probably not your people. It is what it is.
So in response to me criticizing that you don't have core values, you cop out by saying that the person you play on YouTube is a character. This
Sometimes
has been
a character.
one of my main criticisms.
When I'm screaming about hairy underarms, do you think I really give a fuck? I think they're a bit gross, but I don't need to scream about it.
If you just want to be an outrageous dude who says outrageous shit, then just be like Eric Andre. But if you want to go on YouTube and make political arguments that actually have impacts on people's lives, then you need to take it somewhat seriously, my dude.
And I do take those videos seriously. That's why I'm speaking in a serious tone in some of those videos. And then I might do a bit of yelling or carry on or make a joke or whatever, but that's all a part of it, Ryan. Fuck, man. You know this. You know this. Why are we having this argument, dude?
I'm sure we could sit down and have a conversation and we would agree on a lot of things. My personal trainer is an Australian centrist gym bro who kind of reminds me of Isaac in a lot of ways.
Your personal trainer? What the fuck has that got to do with anything? I think we should sit down. I think we should have a conversation, Ryan. This is my open invitation to you. Your personal trainer does look a little bit like me, and we've been talking about this whole strange sexual energy that we've had for some time. I'm not saying you're getting fucked by your personal trainer, Ryan, but what I am saying is I don't have any evidence to suggest that it's not happening. I don't give a shit.
Thank you all for enduring this 4-video inception. I also plan to never respond to Isaac again.
I think you will. I will say this. You started this. I needed to make a video to finish it. I'm happy to call it there. Are we all happy with that, ladies and gentlemen, in the comment section? Are we happy to call it there? I would like to declare, obviously, me the winner by unanimous decision, but Ryan, certainly, he was in there. He was in the fight for some time. Good on you, mate. Ladies and gentlemen, that is the end of the video. Ryan actually went on in the video and found another video that I made about him, but that is the end of the series. I think if there's ever another video, it should be both of us in the same room, Ryan. So I don't know where you live. Apparently you live in Australia, which makes me physically ill. But I will happily sit down with you and we can talk about more contentious topics that happen in the world and see if we do really align with a lot of our views. Ladies and gentlemen, be a good motherfucker. Peace in the Middle East. Mid stinks. Toodaloo au revoir. Bye-bye.